Zwom. Doot, 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 doot. BMO.
Hey everyone, and welcome to another BMO Creative Fact About Fiction video. So, this one is about Mothra. Mothra is a giant divine moth kaiju first appearing in the 1961 serialized novel, The Luminous Fairies and Mothra, which was adapted the same year by Toho Studios into the film Mothra. Mothra made her first appearance alongside Godzilla in the 1964 Godzilla film Mothra vs. Godzilla. Mothra's major distinction among Toho's library of kaiju, in my opinion, is her benevolent nature and relationship to mankind. While other monsters frequently attack cities, Mothra fights to protect humanity from monsters that threaten it. Mothra is accompanied by two miniature twin priestesses, except for in these newer movies for some reason, but they were named the Shobijin, which is Japanese, I believe, for small beauties, who speak to humanity on her behalf. And their people of the Shobijin also worship Mothra as a protector of their island, which is called Infant Island, and Mothra lives there with them. However, Mothra has still brought a lot of destruction herself, though this is only to rescue her Shobijin because for some reason humans always want to kidnap these two fairy women because they're magical in some way. I think they produce healing powers or something, and also maybe to try to use them to control Mothra. Also, humans try to take Mothra's egg, and if that happens, then that's a battle as well. If any of that is kidnapped, Mothra goes ballistic and starts wiping stuff out until we give it back or until she gets it back. Also, when she was under the control of the Kilax, which were aliens from outer space that live under the ocean or under mountains, they dig tunnels and stuff. Since her introduction, Mothra has become Toho's most popular and prolific monster character, behind only Godzilla, earning her the title Queen of the Monsters. Since her first film, Mothra has been depicted in various stages of the moth life cycle. Mothra's mammoth egg is decoratively colored in blue and yellow waves, I believe. The egg hatches into the larvae, which is a massive brown segmented caterpillar resembling a silkworm, with glowing blue and sometimes red eyes, and sometimes back and forth between red and blue if she's angry. In rare circumstances, twins come out of the egg, and they're both huge, as big as locomotives easily. The caterpillar eventually spins a silk cocoon, of course, and becomes a pupa, and then from that cocoon emerges the imago, which is the adult Mothra, gigantic moth-like creature with brightly colored wings. Mothra's life cycle, particularly the tendency for the adult death to coincide with the larvae being hatched, is kind of like a phoenix. Resembles it very closely, the resurrection, and suggesting immortality, as it's never said where the eggs actually come from, and each Mothra monster has all the memories and knowledge of the previous ones, kind of like Avatar. The name Mothra is a suffixation of Ra, which is a common syllable at the end of a lot of kaiju names, at the end of the word moth, so Mothra. In Japanese, her name is Mosura. Originally, Mothra's name was approximated into English as Mosla, which I'm so happy that they fixed that and corrected it to Mothra by the time the release of her first debut film. In the American dubbing, however, and in various posters of Mothra vs. Godzilla, I can remember Mothra was also referred to as the Thing. So look that up. Yeah, that's interesting. A little trivia there for you. So Mothra has a huge array of powers and abilities that range across her different physical appearances, from caterpillar to full moth. As a caterpillar and a moth, she has huge mandibles that are used, of course, to bite opponents. She uses a charge and slam attack, as well as shooting silk to bind adversaries. Of course, she flies as a moth and uses her wings as strikers, as well as using her claws to stab and grip opponents. She is even strong enough to drag and even lift some of the other kaiju. Mothra emits scales from her wings, to use as shields as a last resort, and she also has this yellow poisonous powder that can incapacitate, asphyxiate, and even reflect attacks back to her enemies. She possesses telepathic abilities with the Shobijin across great distances, wind attacks with her wings, antenna beams, lightning wing blasts, and taser touch, a very dangerous stinger that can be fired. It also shoots blasts, as well as it can be used as just a stabbing karambit kind of a blade. Oh, and she has eye beams and can cry, causing targets to be stunned and to calm down and to stop attacking, and that's called her peace cry. So yeah, she's loaded with powers and abilities. One of which is the Shobijin, by the way, and I don't know why they nerfed her down and took away the Shobijin. Yeah, several of you have brought that up, and I don't like that either. But anyway, what do you think of Mothra? Leave a comment below. So that is going to do it for this one. Thanks so much for watching. Please leave a like and subscribe to BMO Creative for more Fact About Fiction videos. Thanks so much. Bye.